All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give running right. It's Cook. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
I'm here on 51,
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, get ready. 525. I got you. Switch.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Cook following the penalty. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Cook running right. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Undercook, 51.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, cut. Pittsburgh. Check back 21. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-man. Check.
They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down now, it's Thompson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Touchdown, defense. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day. Echo.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Campbell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a good line. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Seahawks 21-yard line.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got you, son. That's it. Hey, check Mike.
On second and 1, Haskins. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Lucky. Check. 39.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready, 280. Check right 47. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, 58. Check. Hey, orbit. 54, tough. Hey, 59, ready. Crunch. Wait. Check safety.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, he's going to loft it. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Stand. Hey, echo. Down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. And incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check it back. Check it back. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Down to lose one. Over. Spot.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Campbell. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Out. Check three. Yeah. Who's that? Who's that?
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Dances by at the 20. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Campbell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Watch the eye. Shoot.
Again, it's Cook. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21. Hey, Tuesday. 21. Check. 11. He's crashing.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Here we go.
They run on second down with Adams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Here we go. So 60 Pittsburgh.
From the gun, Howell. Flush to his right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
A loss of 10 yards.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight.
Myers on for the field goal.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Amari Cooper. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
He's checking. Crash. 49, check 49. Slam. 6 guys, check 632. Hey, look, 3.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan.
Check 52.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle down, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
47's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. No gain on this defense. No gain. Hey, South.
Hey, Wahoo!
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Allen, the intended receiver.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
On the run, it's Campbell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Campbell. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Henry. Check my 21. You ain't going nowhere. Under 10. Under 10.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Check 37. Check 37. Come to me. It's me.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run it again with Cook. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's get it.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch. Go.
Throwing again. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give, running left is Campbell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go with Thompson again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Campbell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
It's a game of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Check back 21. Hey, 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 hey. All right, flat, sit, now. Hey, check back 21, right 21, check back 21. Let's go.
On third down, it's Campbell. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check, check. First down.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. It's caught. Jones. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. To throw is Ryan. And this is complete. It's Allen. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. On second and goal, Ryan flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.